Good morning everyone. So today we are going to film videos 99 and 100. I'm with Remco today. Morning Remco. So we're going to film two videos today guys. We're going to film here and then we're going to go to the Notorious Pit and we're going to film that as well. Now if you want a little recap of this spot, go to the very first video I done of March Madness called Bowled Over. And I was here on a Sunday and I basically walked around the block here by the bowling alley. So I sort of started at the bowling alley over there, walked to these traffic lights, and then I walked right the way around the block. But on this bit here I could only get to so much. But we've come fully equipped today. We've got all the toys with us. Big Dick, Small Dick, the big boy, the rake. We've got everything. And as you can see, it's pretty grim in there. So Remco and me are going to attack this. He's going to attack this end, basically. Not too bad from this point. There's a few little bits and bobs. He's going to attack this end, and we're just going to pull it all out on the pavement. And I'm going to attack that end, and I'm going to make our way. So we're going to sort of come from different ends. Oh, look at that Dreamliner going up. What a beauty. What a beauty. Sorry guys, got distracted there by the aircraft. We're right by Heathrow Airport guys, and the airport bowl. So that's the plan. I'll come this way, dig it all out. Remco's going to come this way, dig it all out, and then we're going to pick it all up. So I've only got the head cam today guys. I thought it'd make for better viewing, so no sharp head movements on my behalf. So welcome along. It's great to have you all on board. Video 99, eh? Where they gone? So let's get to work and let's see what we can get out of here. Right, good morning everyone then. So, as I said, our plan today is to do two videos. Many hands make light work. So I couldn't really do this last time. I'd already been here a couple of hours. And this is like a litter pick on its own. So, I have got my gloves with me today, but I don't think I'm going to wear them until I get to the pit. You just don't know what you're up against at the pit. I haven't been there for a long while, but that's for the next video guys. I'll film that later. Let's see how long this takes first. And then what we got to do is our plan here. Oh, yeah. Sorry guys, I already had a misuse of the verbal moralities there. Bloody thing. I hate litter picking like this. I really do. I hate it. It's such a pain in the arse. What we're going to do guys is just pull it all out onto the pavement before we pick up. I said to Remco, so I said before we even pick up, I don't do branches can go back in there. Before we even pick up one piece of it, bag up a piece, we're just going to pull it all out. We're going to spend an hour or so just pulling it all out. And then we're just going to bag it all up guys, which will be fun. So we made straws based on yesterday's football. Let me tell you a little about Remco then. So the last video you would have seen we made Sunday morning, which for us was yesterday. So we just said, he said, oh, we're just going to do an easy video before we go to football. So I said, yeah, all right, mate, that'll be fun. I said, let's go to the Ramp Road. I said, I've not been there for a while and it could do with a bit of a clean. So we went to the Ramp Road and we done that video yesterday. I can't even remember what we done now. So, but I said to him, there's a couple of spots you can do if you want to do a bit of litter picking with me. And he said, yeah, it'd be great to do a bit of litter picking with you. So I said, whoever wins the football gets the easy part of this litter pick. I said, there is no easy part on the pit. It's just an absolute shithole I goes. But that, as I said, is for later, or the next video. Later for me, next video for you. So, Fulham beat Liverpool unexpectedly. Beat them quite handsomely, actually. Deserved it thoroughly. So, Remco was like, oh. I said, you've got the short straw here, mate. You've got the short straw. So, he's got the worst of it. So, I've got Small Dick. He's got Big Dick and the big boy. He's got them both actually. And as I said, our plan is to just basically take all as much of this we can do, and then, as I said, we're going to bag it all up, and then we're going to go home. And Mrs. O is treating us both to a lovely lunch. Mrs. O said, how long will you be? I said, I don't know, a couple of videos, a few hours. I go 3 hours or so with a bit of travelling time. What do you want for lunch? I said, I don't know, spoil us. So I will make you something nice, she goes. I said, oh, thanks dear, thanks dear. So yeah guys, you can see just really what we're up against here. It's just historic rubbish, just awful really. A lot of taxi drivers sort of wait here, and what they do is they just chuck it here in the bushes. It's not really that, it's got to be mainly taxi drivers, because this just isn't a pedestrian road. It leads to nowhere. There are a couple of apartments. There are a couple of apartments around here, but very few. Oh, nearly broke that one. What a wally. What a wally. So this is it really guys. It's just a matter of repeat and dig and repeat, dig, repeat, dig, repeat, and until we've got a massive amount of it out. But look, this is what you're up against. It really is handy to have Remco here actually. So he contacted me out of the blue, and he said, oh, I'm going to be in London for the football, do you want to meet up? And I said, where are you staying? He said, oh, I said, come and stay with me. You don't go spending whatever 400 euros for a few nights on hotels, 500 euros. I mean, like everywhere, London isn't cheap. I don't think anywhere's cheap anymore. No such thing as cheap anymore. It doesn't exist. Anyway, I said, just come and stay with us. So Mrs. O got George's bedroom ready, and George is in California nowadays. I'm actually saying that. George said he's coming over in September. He said, Dad, I'm coming over for 3 weeks. I said, oh, the new football season will start there, mate. He said, yeah, I know. He said, we'll go to a few games. He said, I'm really missing not being able to go to Fulham. So I said, yeah, whatever. So anyway, so Remco's over, and as I said, because of yesterday's football result, he's got the short straw, and he's got the worst of it. And I'm rubbing it in as well, giving him a hard time about it. He's like, oh, be quiet. I said, Liverpool, who are ya? Who are ya? Who are ya? Who are ya? Right guys, I tell you what, I'm going to just keep cracking on with this in the meantime, because this will just bore everyone to tears otherwise. And then I've got to... Go on, Barry. Go on, Barry. Oh, go on, Barry! Go on, Barry! He's going to be a Barry when he gets round the corner. Go on, Barry. Right, guys, I'm digressing. Let me keep digging this out in the meantime. We'll see what we get, and I'll come back to you when I've been digging for 15 more minutes or so. Right, guys, I've made my way about 25-30 yards towards Remco, but really in the thick of it here. It's really slow going. It's bloody hard work. I've had to go and put the gloves on actually, so I'm right in the brambles. Even with all these toys I've brought with me today, I'm struggling to reach this, but I found a little gap in the brambles. So what I've done is I've just got in here and just said I'd dig out what I can get without killing myself. I refuse to get one in the eye. I'm just not that fussed about that. Sorry guys, I'm having to move my head because I've got branches all just around me. I'm moving a little bit fast. I'll try and move slowly. But it's just bloody hard work. This is fighting plastic pollution and brambles is an absolute bloody nightmare. Absolute nightmare. And we've still got to go to the pit yet. I don't even know what the pit looks like. It could look like an atom bomb's hit it like usual. I've just not been there for so long. Oh, bloody hell, dropped one as well. Oh, you bugger. I could definitely be having a misuse of the verbal moralities here today, guys. Definitely. But this is just... oh, this is horrible. This reminds me a little bit of that video I done on the Hayes bypass not that long ago. I think I titled it, you would have seen it by now. I know it's not been published yet, but by the time this video comes out, it would have been published. It's called the 50 bag litter pick. And it's just digging out crap everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. What I'm going to do, guys, in a minute, I'm going to keep digging in the meantime, just for 5 more minutes. But what I'm going to do is walk down the street. I'll take the head cam off. I'm just going to walk down the street and show you what we've managed to get so far. We've probably been digging for about half an hour. We've got a hell of a mess out. Hell of a mess. But we're really getting into the thick of it now, the nitty gritty of it. And it's just slow going, to say the least. So leave me to it for the meantime, guys. I just wanted you to see. Oh shit. Careful there, careful, careful. Oh crap. Crap. Oh, yeah. I just wanted you to see what we're up against here, guys, today. But as you say, the saying, many hands make light work. Will definitely make it a bit easier. Problem is, I'm being attacked by the tree here. Get at you bloody thing. Get off me. I've got to be honest, guys, I'm not a fan of this type of litter picking. I don't mind working hard, I really don't. But this is just crazy. Working in this sort of conditions for no pay as well. Well, I'll pay his Mrs. O making us lunch later. But I will walk down the street momentarily, guys. As I said, I'll do it for a few more minutes and then we'll see what we're up against. And then I'll keep digging. Digging. I can hear Rem. You there, Remco? Hey, he's not far away. We're getting to a meeting point here. So what I'll do, guys, is I'm just going to dig for... what I need is an axe here to chop these bloody trees down. And as I said on other little... oh, shit. Wanted to spring back and hit me in the face. Now my dick's caught in that. Oh God. I'm not enjoying this at all, guys. I'm really pissed off in here at the moment. I'm really pissed off with it at the moment. Let me carry on, guys, because I'm losing the will to live at the moment, and I'll see you in a minute. Right, guys, you're seeing nothing at the moment because I've got my hand over the camera. So what I want you to do is go and sit down a minute, okay? Because I'm going to show you what we've been digging out. We've still got more to dig out, so are you ready? Are you sitting down? So this is the end I started on. We've still got more to dig out, guys. I'm just going to walk along here a bit to show you what it looks like at the moment. It looks like a bloody war zone. That's what it looks like. It's utterly filthy. But we've got the worst of it. I'll just pause quickly. Look, in there's the nitty gritty, which Remco's got the really big stick, so I'll have to wait for him in the meantime. But look at this, guys. It looks like a flipping war. It looks like a tip, don't it? It looks like a tip. So that's what we've dug out so far. We've been here about 40 minutes, I'd say, digging it out. And then what we're going to do is pick it all up. Just going to pan up there, guys. See that 777 Qatar Airways going back to Qatar. So yes, guys, look at that. Look at it. It's unbelievable. And we still got to go to the pit. Wow. Are you having fun in there, young man?
Yeah, man.
Are you pleased you came?
I'm very pleased you came, but it's horrible.
So we've really only got about a 20-metre section left to do, believe it or not. But it's just a difficult 20-metre section. So yeah, so let's keep digging out, guys. We'll keep digging out and then... Go on, Barry! Go on, Barry! I hope you caught that, guys. Barry was really going for it. Wow. You certainly will get a Barry here. Let's keep digging out, guys, and let's win this battle against this crap today. Right, guys. Today is the day Big Dick gets his debut. I don't really want to get in these bushes. I've had enough of getting stung and whatnot. And ultimately, I'd rather just go a bit slower with this and not get stung. Than go a bit faster and just make... I was getting miserable in there earlier. I was getting miserable and I don't want to be miserable. I do quite enjoy litter picking. As I said, for most of it replaced my running days for me. Someone did say to me, Gerard, you do so much litter picking. I just said, yeah, I said, look, I was a really serious runner in my day. I'm an old fart now, but I said I was a really serious runner in my day. I sort of trained twice a day, 5 days a week. And I said, all I'm doing really is replacing the time that I was running. Right, I've done most of that, that's pretty good. I said, all I'm doing is the time I spent running, I just now sort of spend a bit of litter picking on. So, it's really all about perspectives, guys, ultimately. You know, as I said, I wouldn't think nothing of getting up in the morning, doing an 8.5 mile run, just cruising along at sort of 6-minute miling, and then, you know, I'd go to work for the day. I think I'll have to get that the old-fashioned way. Mind your face, mind your face, mind your face. And then, as I said, after going to work, I'd come home and do another training session, depending on what time of year it was. Obviously in the winter it'd be dark by the time I got home, so I couldn't really go training in the park and whatnot. Might just be another run, or maybe an hour of mucking around, doing various bursts. It just really just depend on what time of year it was and how heavy my training was. So as I said, litter picking is really a bit of a substitute for them days for me. I think we're winning here, mate, quite well.
We are winning.
We're winning. You should see what it looks like on this road. I've just filmed it while you was in there digging out more. And it just looks like a war zone, this road does at the moment. It looks like a war zone. Come on, Big Dick. I'll say one thing, he's hard to work with, but he is bloody good, old Big Dick. He really has his advantages. He's only practical though for certain things. He's not an everyday. He's sort of break glass in case of emergency job, old Big Dick. He is a bit too big. But today he is worth his weight in gold, because I've got zero chance of getting in there, and not unless I've got about 500 tons of clothing on and a mask and a flipping everything else. And look, Big Dick's just making it easy for me. It's actually put a smile back on my face. I was miserable a bit earlier, Remco. Yeah, I was like, I wanted to F and blind a bit. I was going to do some effing and jeffing. I thought I was going to have a misuse of the verbal moralities. But I walked away from it. I went and got Big Dick out. And I'm happier having a play with me Big Dick. Oh, you are rude, Gerard, you are rude. I'll tell you one thing though, I'm really pleased to have done this. I was going to do this on my own But having you here has just made it so much better, and as you say, many hands make light work. Right, there's one right in there, guys. I don't even Big Dick might. Nah, no match for Big Dick. No match for Big Dick. Big Dick's like, are you serious? That's no match for me. Right, guys, I think we're near the end of the digging. So, oh, great, a bottle of piss. Oh, I do love a bottle of piss, Remco. Look at this one. It's heavy as well. It's almost full up. Oh, God. Yeah, it is a good one. I can't get to it. It's too heavy. It's at too long a range. Come on, big. It's just too heavy, mate. That weighs about 2 kilos, that does. What I'll do is I'll pull him closer, and I'll get Little Dick out. He might have a better chance of grabbing him. Fancy coming here just to throw a bottle of piss in the bushes. I mean, what sort of dirty scumbag does that, eh? I mean, what's the mindset of these flipping idiots? Just have a pee in a bottle and then just chuck the bottle in the bushes, look. I suggest you don't look, guys, it's filthy. I'll look the other way so you don't have to see it. Right, guys, I am done. I've got one more bottle to dig out, and then I'm going to start picking up what's behind me. I'll have another recap as we've dug a bit more out. There's one in there I want to get. Problem is I'm tied up in the brambles, look. Brilliant, thank you, Big Dick. Right, guys, let's just take this head cam off a sec. So, yeah, it looks like a war zone, but we can start picking this up shortly, can't we?
Yeah, we can.
We've got what, at least
war zone.
We've got 90% of it out, haven't we? I would have thought.
Yeah.
There's some that is really buried. There's some on the other side of the fence, guys. You see that black bag there? It's on the other side of the fence. So is some of this other stuff. What's on this side of the fence? I'd say we've got over 90% of it out, which is good. It's looking a lot better. So I think from now I'll just... Do you want to just keep digging a bit more and I'll start picking it up?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll
yeah?
some more over there.
Okay, have a little bit more of a dig. I'll put Big Dick away and I'll get some bags on normal and I'll start picking it up. There you go, guys. That's my cue to get to work. Right, guys, I'm done for digging in those bushes. What I've done is just come to the very top of the road, because there's some other rubbish here that we didn't dig out of the bushes, just happens to be here. So I thought what I'll do is I'll just start here and I'll just start picking it up and make my way to the massive pile of crap that we've dug out. So let's play the game then, guys. I'm going to go for 15 bags. Now, you've seen what we're up against, so you can make your own guess from that, really. About 15 bags is what I'm going to go for. I'll ask Remco when I meet him again. Just as I said, I might as well just do the whole street while I'm here quickly. So the whole area is just neglected, though, unfortunately. As I said, there's not much here. No one really gives a shit about it. That's the simple answer. And as I said, I was here on my very first of my March Madness videos, which I think I called Bowled Over. Sure, I called it Bowled Over. And as I said, I filmed that back in January and then I released that video back in March. And as I said, this is the sort of thing I done on that day, gave it a bit of a clean. And it's probably hardly been cleaned since, to be honest. I'd be very surprised if it's had more than a token stick waving gesture at it. So, never mind. Right, I think I'm almost there for what I haven't dug out. Come on, mate, come on. Oh, it's a bit of plant. I thought it was a bit of crisp packet or something, but it wasn't. It was a little bit of plant. So there's just a bag quickly of what was in the street, what I haven't dug out of these bushes. Now what I'm going to do is make my way along. I'll lift my head slightly so you can see it a bit better. Remco's on the phone. Look, he's a slacker, that boy. He's a slacker. Slacker! No bloody phone breaks. And what I'll do, guys, I'll keep walking along and start picking it up. So I'm going to go for 15 bags, guys, by the time we finish it all. So have your guesses and we'll see who's right or wrong at the end, okay? There you go, guys. That's the first person I've met who's going to look up Trash Trek. You're going to look up Trash Trek? There you go. So I've told him the name to my YouTube channel. He said, I've just been speaking to him. There I was shouting at Remco about having a break, and I've just been speaking to that man for about 10 minutes. He said, what's your name? I told him. He said, wow, mate. He said, thank you so much. He goes, he said, this area is so neglected. I said, yeah, that's a pleasure. So I told him I don't sort of live this way. I said, I live a few miles from here. But I said every so often I come and give it a clean up about once a year. But I said, obviously I noticed all this stuff in the bushes, and I said I did want to get back here. I felt like when I left here on that bowled over video, I know I went and made that other video, OMG, round the corner, but I always felt like I'd left something here. Just wasn't completely satisfied. So this went on my list of jobs. So I was telling that man about what we done and whatnot, and he's like, oh, yeah. I might just leave that bit. I've taken my gloves off again. They were just annoying me. I just don't really do gloves. I don't want to do gloves unless I absolutely have to. So this is just going to be a constant battle now, guys, of picking this up. Remco's almost finished. I'll look up slowly to see what he's up to. So yeah, so that guy was ever so pleased. He said, oh, he said these bushes just get hammered. He said, I've never seen them clean. He said he's lived here 2 years. I said, wow. And then I was telling him that, yeah, I said I was here litter picking, but I said I'd already been here a while and I had another litter pick to do. And I was telling him that I'd done a series of videos called March Madness, and this area was video 1 and 2, basically. And I told him my name. I'm Trash Trek. Which for me has been out about 5 weeks now. But that's the first person I've asked. And he said, oh, that's easy to remember. And that was the whole reason, guys, I changed my name from the Obliterator. Because, as I said, people just couldn't find me. Which was annoying. Right, guys, that's bag 2 at the moment. So I'm just going to walk in here very quickly with this bag and then call it a day, because I missed a few bits. I don't know how I missed them. I must have just had my back to them or something. Either that or I've become the new Stevie Wonder. So, there you go, that's better. That didn't take long to clean that up. That didn't take long whatsoever. So let's empty this bag, guys. Oh, another one there buried, look. It's amazing when you sort of see them at a slightly different angle. You think, how did I miss that? How did I miss that? Look, I missed that. I missed that. What a wally, look, I missed this. I missed this. I missed this. I think you're getting the gist of it, guys. I missed a little. Look, I missed this as well. I'll dig it out again, throw it out on the pavement. Let me just do this, guys, and then what I'm going to do is just, the gist of it from here is just to walk down the street and pick it all up. And there's a bin behind me. We'll pile it all up at the bin, have a bag count. As I said, I'm going for 15. Keep your guesses coming, guys. Keep those guesses coming. And then we can move on to the next one. We can move on to the pit. Right, guys, let's empty this bag. Let's get out of here and keep walking down the road. Right, guys, up to date, I've picked up 3 bags. Remco is finished, basically. There's the odd crisp packet still to dig out, but look at it. Look at this carnage we've dug out. A rewarding litter pick it will be when we're finished. It shouldn't take us too long to pick it up, to be honest. 2 of us should do this in about 15 minutes or so. But look at it, absolutely disgusting. I'm so pleased actually that we've come here and done it. But yeah, so it's just a matter of bagging it up now. Let's put pickups my dick. So let's just carry on with picking it up, guys, and get on with it. Right guys, it's just really the bit of just this continuous picking up now. Another bottle of pee. Oh, I do love a bottle of pee. So we're just working towards each other here. I think Remco actually could be closer to the bag guess here. I've got a funny feeling that we probably, although it looks bad when it's all spread down the road, a lot of it's plastic. It's just, it's easy to bag up in the sense that it don't take up a lot of space. It just compacts down when you bag it like this. Look, it's these cans that really fill your bag up quickly. These cans and bottles. That's for later probably at the pit. As I said guys, this is the first of 2 videos we're going to film today. So we're going, I think this is video 99, I'm almost certain it is. And and when we finished here, as I said, Mrs. O is going to make us a nice lunch. She said, I will make you boys something nice. I was like, oh, thanks, Mrs. O. What are we going to get? It's a surprise. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going up to the shops. How long will you be? I said, I don't know. Just depends. It depends, dear. I said, let's say 3.5 hours to be on the safe side. I said, that's a sort of an hour and a half at each location. I goes, oh, you bloody things. Hate these brambles. Hate the brambles. And then I said, sort of 20 minutes driving each way, depending on the traffic. So she said, okay. So, something to look forward to for me, guys. But we are definitely winning. We're definitely picking it all up. As I said, these plastic bits just don't take up as much space as say the plastic bottles or the cans would. Well, that's another bag for the collection. As I say, I've taken the gloves off. Just can't work with the gloves. I'm just doing my nutting. They're doing my absolute nutting. So let's just keep picking it up, guys. And then what we'll do is we'll shuttle all the bags down to that bin that's behind me. And we'll keep fighting away. Right, guys, we're just down to this last huge pile. We've been working both ways towards it. So I was just talking to Remco and he said there is bits in there still, but he said they're all like small particles. He said they're just, I said to him, it's not worth the time for what it is. Let me just change this bag, guys. Let me just change this bag. How you getting on with those litter picking sticks? You started getting used to it now?
Yeah, a bit.
They take a little bit of getting used to, but they are faster in the long run when you do get used to them. You full? Yeah, I'm going to empty this as well. There, guys, we've cut into this pile massively. We've got bags, they're here, they're there, they're everywhere. Let's just get that number plate as well. Just a nice bit of teamwork today, guys. So it's been very rewarding. It's been really nice to work with someone as well, have a bit of help. Some of these litter picks are eye-watering, shall we say. Eye-watering. And as I said, from here we're going to go to the pit. If you've never seen the pit, guys, oh, stand by for action. Right, guys, there's just this little bit left to pick up, and then we're going to shuttle it all down the road to that bin. So in the meantime, just leave me to pick it up, and me and Remco will shuttle all this down to that bin, take a couple of pictures for the council, tell them how wonderful we are. Oh, look how wonderful we are. We are wonderful. And I'll catch you in a minute, guys. I'll catch you in a minute. Right, guys, this is now what it looks like as I have a slow walk along. We've picked up all the rubbish. I don't know how many bags we got, whilst I gave it a little bit of a sweep up as well, just to get some of the leaves we pulled out back in there, but they'll blow out. They'll soon blow around, so it's looking much better. All in these bushes is looking better. Look, where it was all full of rubbish, it's just all basically cleared out. There are a few little odds and ends. I might just get them real quick in a sec. I can just see a few odds and ends now. The sun's changed angle and it's revealing them. We've had some huge coach pull up, but all in all, yeah, it's Remco shuttled all the bags up to here. How many we got, mate?
9 bags.
9 bags, and just a couple of bits of we call it 10 bags with the unbaggables.
The unbaggables.
So
yeah.
that's our pile of booty, guys. 10 bags we'll call it, because that box and there's some glass there that we can't bag up, so that's probably worth a bag. So a little bit less than I thought. You were closer than me. I thought 15, you said 12.
Yeah.
I did think there'd be more than that. That's been hard work though for 10 bags, but very rewarding to go and get all that clean. So I'd just like to say, guys, we are off to the pit. Might have a cup of tea first though. Tea icon, Lauren, tea icon. So we might have a cup of tea first. How have you found that litter pick?
Very nice. A lot of digging.
Yeah.
A lot of trash.
And now you're off to the pit.
Now we go to the pit.
For your nemesis, the pit.
Yeah.
So guys, the next video, I'm pretty certain this is video 99. So video 100 is going to be the pit. So thank you for watching today, guys. I'm really pleased with that. Really pleased we got that done. So all it leaves me to say is, catch you on the next one.